Hello there, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're having a good day, and I'm very happy to say that we are back in Settlement Survival. This is our city building game, sort of medieval style, and last episode we were struggling for food, and as you can see we still are. We have no food at all, so that's what I'm going to try and focus on a bit today. I'm not too sure how I'm going to do that, but I'm going to try. I need to kind of, I think, redistribute some workers around, although I am very low on workers in general, to be honest. So what is going on with that house there? Those graphics seem to have got a bit corrupt, don't they? Not sure about that. That looks very strange. Maybe if I upgrade it. No, I can't upgrade it. I'm miles away from upgrading a house. Okay, I'm just going to have to leave that because yeah, that's just a bit odd, isn't it? Do you know what I might do? Because that's going to bug me. I might just let me just. I'm just going to save the game, and then I'm going to load the game, and hopefully it will then reload the graphics a bit better, because that's just very strange, isn't it? Look at that. There's lots of little pens on this picture here suggesting... Oh, there we go. Much better. Suggesting there that you don't need giant pens for things. Maybe building small is better when it comes to these things. Interesting. Don't know. See, this isn't doing anything, is it? It's not producing because there's not enough things in here. I can put that down so it starts to... You know, they start to kill stuff, but... It's not going to help with the reproduction, is it? If you start killing them too quickly. So I'm not too sure what I can do about that. These guys are producing timber. Timber, luckily, I'm not really using timber, am I? Other than actual building. So as long as I don't build, then I don't use timber. So I can probably afford to lose some people, I think, out of my timber production. I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but I've got to try something because it's just not working, is it? Just need more people. I'm tempted to just get more gatherers. What have we got? 3 there, 3 there, and 3 there. I've only got 2 spare people, so that's fine. Let's just, whoops, let's get some more people in them. I need to leave my 1 quarry person. I tell you what, I could get rid of a blacksmith and get another gatherer there. I want to keep my church because it makes people happy. I've got 1 hunter. Oh, I've actually got people working in the water there. I think my water reserves are pretty good, so maybe if I lose 1 person out of that. What is my hunter producing? A bit of meat, a bit of venison, but not huge amounts of food really. Oh, I've got a tech point to spend, so I'm not too bothered about the hunter. I guess up in these fields would be the best place. Let's just open up these workplaces again. Oh wow, look at that. You can have 12 people in each of these. That's a bit bonkers, isn't it? Well, anyway, let's get 1 more person in there. They're certainly doing a good job with the crop planting, but they started in March and it's now May. And they, you know, they're nowhere close to filling it up, are they? So clearly you do need a lot of people working in these fields, which is a bit disappointing. Now I assume when it's out of season, the people that you've got working in the farm fields will go off and do other things. I hope that's what happens anyway, but I don't know. I don't think I've got anyone else that I can spare. Oh, it says I've got 1 person there actually. Don't know where they came from, but yeah, they can go and work in there. Still waiting for my fish person to get built. Oh, they need planks. Ah, I didn't check that, did I? What an idiot. This place is making domestic fuel, so I can't really stop that, but this is the place that makes planks as well. Okay, well that's fine. So my fishermen aren't going to get built for a while. That's okay. I can forgive myself for making that mistake. I was just trying to come up with a different source of food. Yes. Oh, Norma has replaced Sylvester as a farmer. Okay. Ah, Sylvester died of starvation. That's not good. So, food places, I've got 4 there, 4 there, 4 there. Oh, I could maybe get another rancher. Try and speed up the process in here and harvest more meat. Someone else has become a labourer. That's interesting. I wonder if that's my children growing up. I didn't check the number, but I don't think so. That's 23 people there. Which is, I think, what it's been for a little while, but I might be wrong. There is no tombstone for people to mourn over. Ah, yes. You can build a cemetery, can't you, I think? Yeah, look. A cemetery is used as a resting place for citizens that have passed away. If there is no tombstone for the dead, the family will grieve and lose happiness. Ah. Let's build a cemetery, shall we? I feel like maybe over this side somewhere. I don't know how big these need to be. A little. See, that's quite a nice flat area there for some sort of dock, isn't it? So I don't want to use that space. Area's too small. Okay, so cemetery needs to be a good size. That's fine. There you go. Let's do that. Yeah, that looks pretty nice, doesn't it? And there's still plenty of room for the forester's hut to grow stuff there. Cool, so that should get built pretty quickly. I don't think it needs a lot. Oh, yes it does. Sorry, my bad. It needs 120 stone, 120 timber. Ooh, that's not so bad. I've got over 100 timber, so that's fine. That will happen. Where's food? Food, food, food. Food, glorious food. Do, 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 do. Sorry, you don't need me singing at you, do you? Oh, I forgot about the mine being built, actually. That's nearly done now. That's good. So that's going to be doing iron ore, isn't it? This one's doing coal. Yes. I'm assuming my coal is being used. I don't know. Whenever I click on the houses, it never says that they're using coal. So I do wonder, actually, whether they only use coal once they've been upgraded. What do I need? Glass, brick, and building kits. Oof. Nowhere close to any of that, I don't think. Actually, I've got a science point to spend, I think, haven't I? Yeah. So what can I do in here? Education, trade, mining, construction, agriculture. Let's have a look at this. Right, so we've done that. Unlocks composting plant. Fertilizer needs to be made from the dried manure, which is produced by the pasture animals. Compost plant can process dried animal dung into fertilizer. Right. What is this one then? Unlock the farm and the standard farm, which can be fertilized to boost yield. I thought I already had farms. No, I've got fields, not farms. Okay, that's cool. What else do we have? Fodder. A fodder factory can process corn and beans into fodder. I have no idea what that's for. An eco pasture. I use fodder to accelerate animal growth. Okay, fair enough. An apiary. Do I need that for anything? Beehives are generally found near mature trees within the structure range. Apiarists collect honey and beeswax. Materials needed. Clay. Yeah, I'm not producing clay yet. Oh, wow, there's so much to do in this game, isn't there? I feel like maybe this one would be a good idea. Compost. Let's do that. Let's activate that. A composting plant. Fertilizer needs to be made. Right, okay, so we should have something new in here. So we've got a compost plant. Dried animal dung into fertilizer. But does that now mean I still need to unlock this? Yes, it does, yeah. Farm and the standard farm, which can be fertilised to boost the yield. Right, okay, that's cool. So that'll be probably my next one. In the meantime, I could build a compost plant and start to use the animal dung to make fertiliser. Although my animal dung is not brilliant, I don't think, because I'm using... Where am I using that? I'm using that over here, aren't I? Yeah, to make fuel. What's the other option here? Timber. So I could be tempted to change this one back to timber. Let's do that. Let's change that back to timber. Is that right? Yes. No, hang on. There we go. So that is now going to use timber to make fuel. So my animal dung should start building up, because I'm pretty sure I don't use that for anything else. It can be used in here to make domestic fuel as well, but I'm not using that for now. I'm going to keep these two. I know they're paws. I'm going to keep them because they will eventually be useful for when I want to make this one do planks of wood. Which will be needed at some point. Then I can have these two back in action, producing domestic fuel. That's the plan. We shall see. Right, it says I've got a spare labourer. Yeah, look, that's 23 has gone down to 21, so that's good. So my people are actually growing up by the looks of it. Let's get another farmer. When do they start harvesting? In the autumn. Okay, well, it's only July at the moment. I'm really hoping these guys produce an awful lot of food. It sort of sustains me through the winter time, but we shall see. These do produce a lot. I mean, there's quite a lot of stuff coming out of here. That one even more so. Where's the other one? Is it that one? Yeah, see, they all do produce quite a lot of food, which is good. So yeah, I think gatherer huts might be the way to go. Look, we've had another baby alpaca. This is good. Citizens are starving. I know. Oh dear, my poor people. I don't treat them well at all, do I, really? Jenny has become a labourer. Good. We have more people becoming labourers all the time, which is really good. I'm thinking I might continue doing more gatherer huts around. I keep forgetting where they are, though. Surely it's in food. Why is it not there? Resources. Ah, gatherer hut. Okay, there we go. Of course, because gatherer hut doesn't only do food, does it? They find all sorts. Oh, look, we've got... Is that... Yeah, look, we've got animals over here. That'd be nice if I can get some bison or whatever they are. I think they're bison, aren't they? That'd be cool, but I think that's probably too far from my hunters. What is a hunter hut? What's it say? We'll hunt nearest animals for meat and leather. I'm pretty sure it's those guys that go out and find the wild animals as well. I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, let's get a gatherer hut in here. This looks like a... is that a decent spot? I never really know where to put these. This seems like a good spot. There's quite a lot of stuff over here. Actually, let's think. Where do I want to expand? I could probably do with another marketplace, couldn't I? Where is the marketplace? Services, I'm guessing. Or not. Storage. Okay, there we are. Vendors will take all sorts of resources from warehouses to marketplace, which benefits citizens a lot in living and production. The house is going to be built within the marketplace, so I probably need a market. So where do I want to expand? I'm thinking right over here. You've got a huge area over here. So I'm wondering if I want to do a market over here. Let's do that. Let's get a market going over there. How many people need to work in a market? Only one. Okay, that's fine. And then I can do some gathering huts near this market. And I can always get a couple of extra houses in over here as well. I have no idea if this is a good idea or not, but it's going to happen. Right, let's get a gathering hut over here. And let's get another one over here. There we go. I'm just going big on food production. I hope. These fields are getting filled up nicely, that's good. Really am intrigued as to when they're going to be harvested and how much they're going to produce. How are we doing here? Good, we have our 120 timber. Just waiting on 120 stone. And this should increase our happiness, because at the moment our people are working at 20% less efficiency, which is definitely not good, and I don't want them getting any unhappier, because then they stop having babies, and that's no good at all. So my thinking is, once this market is built, I can start getting some houses around it. I really ought to send people out to start gathering some of this, all these rocks that are just randomly around. Because then it's freeing up space, isn't it, for the gatherers to plant, to gather stuff, and tree people as well to plant trees as well eventually. That's my thinking. There we go. That should keep people busy for a while. I don't actually know who comes and does this, whether it's labourers or if it's builders. I really don't know. As long as somebody does it, I guess that's all that matters. Come on, food. Where are you? We're getting a nice little family of alpacas here now, but they seem to breed very, very slowly. This is doing alright. Again, though, it's not producing many bits of meat, really, is it? It doesn't seem massively productive. I mean, if you look at that, that's produced this year 34 bits of beef, and that's the only meat. There's nothing else edible there. The gathering hut, 77 onions, 110 wild vegetables, 40 peas, 60 mushrooms, 65 oats. That's a lot of food. Now, what I don't know is if that food lasts. So, say 50 onions. I don't know if 50 onions lasts the same amount of time as 50 beef, or if beef lasts longer because it's a meatier substance. I don't know quite how that works out. Certainly these places don't ever seem to have any meat in them. I mean, it's literally not. Some of them don't even have food at the moment, but yeah, there's just there's no meat, is there, in any of these houses? Where does the meat go? It's beef, isn't it? Yeah, I guess it just disappears as soon as it's been made. It's getting taken and eaten straight away, I guess. Never mind. What do reeds do? Can be made into ropes at a knitting workshop or paper at the paper mill. Okay. Wow, there is an awful lot going on in this game, isn't there? Which is good, you know. I like games that are in depth and long. You know, you don't do everything straight away. It's you have to get quite a few hours into the game before you're really sort of discovering all the different things you can do. What is that? A quaint old box made of seemingly quality materials has drifted over here down the river. No one knows if the box contains opportunity or danger. The settlement needs your wise wisdom to make a decision. Send someone down to salvage it. Salvage it, yes. I need a fishing net, which I don't have. Well, that's annoying, isn't it? I don't have a fishing net. I have no idea how you get fishing nets. Oh well. Missed opportunity there. It might be that fishing nets is what you get as soon as you've built your fishing dock, but I can't do that at the moment either, so... Oh well. Look at this, our fields are pretty full up now, which is really nice to see. Not sure why there's an empty patch here. I guess that's... I'm assuming that's the end of this one and they just haven't filled it up yet. But yeah, we're looking good with our crops. They seem to have filled that up quite nicely. And it's September, so they've got to start harvesting relatively soon, I would have thought. 80% ripe. Okay, that's good. So hopefully that'll be a massive flood of food coming my way. How are we looking over here? Nothing at all happening. We've got a bit of production going on over there, but not a lot. Here's our mine. You can produce iron ore. Look, we've got a miner already, so that's one person making iron ore, one person making coal. Excellent. Good, so we've got a bit of iron ore coming in now as well. That's fantastic. Our timber production is still pretty good, even considering that we've only got one person working in each one. We are, you know, at least we're in positives for that. Our rock is not good. I definitely need more people working in my quarry, don't I? I might get one more person in here now because I really don't want to get so low on rock that I'm close to running out, because it seems to be used in most bits of construction. I am harvesting quite a lot of rock actually from around here potentially, so that should boost my numbers nicely. If and when anyone ever goes and actually gets it. I have no idea who's going to do that. I think that might be the sort of thing that people do when they're just not busy doing other stuff. Yeah, look, see someone like this. Let's have a look. See, you're working in a mine, but clearly you've gone out. You're working in a gatherer's hut, and you're out hacking at bits of coal. So, yeah, I'm not sure how it works out exactly who does what. You're my repair shop lady. So yeah, it's a little bit random, but you know what? I don't really mind. I just want this stuff to be harvested, so it's fine. People are still getting very hungry, which is obviously not a good thing. How are we looking here? 84%. We are getting close to harvesting. I'm really hoping each of these will give me, 1,000 food, 2,000 food, huge numbers, so that it lasts me a while. These gathering huts are doing such a good job. I just need more of them. What are these people? You are carrying items. Assuming that's you putting stuff in storage. What have we got? We've got agave, herbs. There's not a lot of food in this bit here, I'll be honest. It's constantly changing though, isn't it? All of the stuff in storage. Of course, there is no food anywhere at the moment, so... I see, as soon as it comes in, we've got 18 food, 20 food, 25. See, it goes up and then it will just suddenly disappear. Because all these houses here have no food in them. Or barely anything. If you got home from work and you found you had 3 wild vegetables, 3 onions and 4 mushrooms in your house, and that was your only bit of food, you'd be pretty angry, I think, wouldn't you? You'd be sending out for a pizza. Good. Our cemetery is nearly done. that will hopefully increase our happiness, which will then increase our work efficiency. That is the dream anyway. How are we looking over here? Yeah, we're slowly getting some timber brought out to these places. That's good. It's kind of a slow process, I guess, when you're doing this kind of expansion operation. Certainly not going to happen quickly, is it? But that's fine, because I don't need to expand at the moment, if you see what I mean. I'm kind of preparing for the future, because at some point I'm going to get a whole load of more people coming in. I've got 22 children to grow up, and I've got immigration happening there. And they'll need houses, and so I need to get a bit ahead of myself here, get the market in place, build some houses around it. And in fact, this one could be more efficient, can't it? Because let's be honest, I didn't have a clue what I was doing at the start here. So this area here is very inefficient, actually, as far as the use of space is concerned. Really, because the houses have to go in this market area. For a start, I wouldn't. If I started again, I wouldn't put it where you've got all these giant rocks blocking space. But obviously, things like storage and these cattle field here, hunters, even the church. None of these need to be within this circle. So really the circle could be used for nothing but housing, which is kind of what I plan to do here. You see, I've made sure I've left that area so I can just cram this full of housing, hopefully, in a nice sort of tidy grid pattern maybe. And then all these other buildings, all the production buildings, will go on the outside. That's the plan anyway. It's going to take me a while to get there, but you got to have a plan in this sort of game. You got to think ahead. How are we doing? Ah, look, harvesting, wonderful. This year, 165. That's fantastic. Okay, let's keep that going, shall we? And what have we got here? 163 from there. Good. So I don't know where that food is because it's not in storage yet. I'm assuming, yeah, look, these people here are all carrying it back. So hopefully any second now, when they get back here and dump the food off, there's going to be a massive influx of food ready to be used. I hope that's what happens. I like that it puts these little yellow lines up showing where the people are walking. So this dude here is dumping off food there. I don't know what that was because there's nothing there. Should be dumping off either broccoli or whatever the other one is. Oat seeds. I don't know where all this food has gone. It's a bit disconcerting. What are you carrying? Right, we're going to follow this person. Actually, let's have a look. What have you got? You've got 4 broccoli. You've got 72 oats, you see. So that is a very good number of oats. And I'm intrigued as to where she's going to put them and whether it registers. Because at the moment, this number here for food is not going up at all. So I'm kind of interested to know where she's going to dump these 72 oats. And whether I actually get to see them or not. Assuming, yeah, it looks like she's going to the storage yard. There we go, 72 oats. Yeah, so it is registering up there. So there is now 78 food. But I'm assuming those oats will very quickly disappear. I don't think it goes to the market actually, does it, oats? I think stuff like that, yeah, it just gets taken straight from there into people's houses. I think that's the idea. Yeah, the market seems to be full of all these other various things. Which is good. I'm not sure where all this special medicine is coming from. Can be taken and freely used by citizens when stored in the warehouse. Yeah, so that's what makes people healthier. I think when people get injured, they come here and they grab herbs and then they go to the clinic and get healed. I think that's roughly how that works. So our food numbers are not really doing a lot, are they? Although look, we're still harvesting. There is you do get a lot of food out of these, so that's really good. They don't seem to harvest particularly fast though, because they're going to be planting again in a few months. I'm hoping they can finish harvesting before they are planting again. But yeah, I mean they are decent numbers actually, very good numbers. So yeah, I think they are going to work out quite well. I'm still a fan of the gathering huts though, because it brings that food in all year round. It's just non-stop, isn't it? So I'm definitely a fan of that. Hopefully less people will be starving, because these, yeah, look, these, yeah, hopefully the houses are starting to build up a bit of a stockpile of food. Actually, it really doesn't look like they are, does it? There should be broccoli and oat seeds everywhere. Oh, there we go, 64 oat seeds in that house. So they just hogged all of them, which is a little bit rude. See, some of these places just have no food. Well, we're still harvesting. Yeah, you look at that. I mean, nearly 500, and they've only harvested about a third of it. So, yeah, these are definitely going to be good sources of food. What I kind of need to do is find one of these that has a whole load of food in. Which one was it? One of these had loads of oats, didn't it? There we go. So 32 oats in there. Be interesting to see how quickly that number goes down. They got a load of broccoli as well, actually, that one. Because if these numbers stay high for a while, it gives everyone else the opportunity to actually take the food and hold it in their home. I don't know if this will change in real time. Let's have a look. It's 35 and 32 at the moment. Still 35 and 32. And we are now going into winter as well, which is not so good. Domestic fuel, I'm starting to struggle on a little bit. I could possibly do with another person working in here. Yeah, they didn't produce much last year. 200 this year is a bit better, but I reckon if I can get another person in here, that will definitely help. Let me just check, what are these people doing now? You're mining, yeah, so it does do that. So when they're not working in the farms here, it's going to be sending them off over here to mine all these varied resources. That's good, I like that. But I do think I need another person in our domestic fuel thing. So what I might just do, yeah, look, we didn't harvest enough. We lost loads of food there, because that's all dead now. That's a shame. So I need to fill these up with people, big time. So do you know what? I'm not going to take people away from them. That's a real shame, actually. Where have I got any spare people? God, I really haven't, have I? I've still got 3 builders as well. I can't really spare people from anywhere, but I do need to keep up with the domestic fuel. So let's lose a gatherer from there, and let's just get an extra person in there. I just don't want to run out of fuel, especially as my people don't seem to be using coal. I'm not sure what's happening there, but no house has ever said it's got coal in it, so I'm guessing maybe because they're the lowest level of house, maybe they don't use coal. Don't know. Why are you freezing? Oh, I think that's just because they were so far away from home, because they'd come up here to work. So that's fine. They'll be okay. They'll get back home and warm themselves up in front of the fireplace. Yeah, absolutely fine. Okay, let's call it a day there, shall we? I think that's a good place to end the episode. I do feel like I'm making progress. It's definitely a bit of a slow burner, this game, but I don't mind that. It's quite chilled out, isn't it? Nice and relaxing. Hopefully it's chilled out for you guys to watch along with me as well. So yeah, if you... Oh look, our cemetery is done. Excellent. We have a gravestone already as well. That's good. So people should be a bit happier now as well. Yeah, if you've got anything you want to say about the game, please do let me know. I'm always open to some suggestions on how to play a bit better. And hopefully you are enjoying the series. If you are, you could hit the like button for me. That'd be awesome. And oh god, yeah, a miner slipped on a banana peel and died. That's not good, is it? But it is kind of funny. So on that note, let's leave it there. So thank you so much for spending a bit of your time with me. Hopefully I will see you again very soon. Until then, take care. Bye for now.